Today marks another significant milestone for the SPAN Group as we proudly unveil our 20th completed SPAN Tower project in Dharmarama Road. This is truly a special occasion for our chairman and the staff, and I think it's worth mentioning the numerous difficulties and interruptions we have had to encounter as a result of COVID-19 pandemic, which had affected not only us, but the whole world. I am sure our chairman and the project team found the completion of this project to be a tremendous challenge, and the completion will indeed be a joyous occasion for all of us. Let me extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Sanjeevan, Chairman of SPAN Group, Director Syamala Sanjeevan, and our special guests, invitees, service providers, and most valued customers, and my dear colleagues, to this official opening. We will now begin today's program with the lighting of the traditional oil lamp. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call the guests on the list to come up to do the honor of lighting the oil lamp. Starting, I invite Mr. Sanjeevan, Chairman of SPAN Group, Director Mrs. Syamala Sanjeevan, Mr. K. Sripavan, former Chief Justice, Mr. Omar Kamil, former Mayor of Colombo Municipal Council, Mr. R. Senthit Kumaran, Attorney at Law and Company Legal Advisor and Consultant, Mrs. V. Senthit Kumaran, Attorney at Law and Company Legal Advisor and Consultant, Mr. D.T. Rajasekaran, General Manager of State Engineering Corporation and Company Structural Engineer, Mr. S. Krishna Pillai, Licensed Surveyor and Leveler, Mr. M. Senthil Nathan, Chief Operational Officer, Veerakesari Newspaper, Mr. V.N. Sriharan, retired banker and consultant for Het National Bank PLC, Mr. K. Indravasan, Head of SME and Chief Manager at Het National Bank PLC, Mr. S. Narendran, Chief Manager and Head of Regional Business for Greater Colombo Region, Hatton National Bank PLC. Mr. S. Amalan, Senior Manager, Hatton National Bank, Vellavatta. Mr. G.S. Manimaran, Manager, People's Bank, Vellavatta. Mr. Kushan Dinendra, Site Engineer, SPAN Engineering. And Mr. Dayaseelan, Site Supervisor, SPAN Engineering. Thank you very much all for your cooperation. Now let us all rise for our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Now, on behalf of the management of SPAN Group, I'd like to invite Ms. Angelique Navaratnam to take a moment to welcome you all.
A very good evening to all of you. I'm delighted to be here today as we proudly announce the opening of SPAN Tower 24 in Dharma Rama Road, Vellavatta. It's also a pleasure to welcome you all to the official opening of another successful project of SPAN Engineering Private Limited. To begin with, I'd like to extend a warm greeting to our chairman, Mr. S. Sanjeevan, director, Mrs. S. Sanjeevan, as well as all our distinguished guests, special invitees, SPAN Tower 24 clients, and all my dear colleagues, as we are delighted to have you at this special ceremony. SPAN Tower 24 is our 20th successful project by SPAN Group. SPAN Tower 24 offers a variety of 2, 3, and 4 bedroom units in a modern luxury setting, including premium amenities for relaxation and recreation, assuring the maximum possible comfort for all our occupants. This location was chosen because of the increasing demand for residential living, second home concept, and also as a solid investment opportunity, along with many additional facilities in this central location, such as the proximity to supermarkets, hospitals, restaurants, cafes, and much more. Although I am unable to mention individually, let me extend a sincere and a special welcome to all who worked hard towards this project. What we are rejoicing today is a result of all your hard work and dedication as a team. I don't want to take too much of your time, so to conclude my message, I'd like to once again welcome you all at this special ceremony and express my gratitude for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here today and for helping us to make this an event to remember. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelique. I'm sure everyone would want to know how SPAN Group handles its legal side. Now I would like to invite Mr. Senthit Kumaran, attorney at law, our company legal advisor and consultant, to give you some insight into company's legal procedures. Sir.
Good evening, Sanjeevan. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have been participating in almost all the opening ceremonies as well as the foundation laying ceremonies with SPAN for the last several years. I'm really glad to be a team member of SPAN throughout their journey. Now, after this corona period, you would have found out so many developers are facing several difficulties, but still SPAN could able to survive, and not only it survived, it's going on a successful journey continuously. The reason for this success is not only the money, the team, what they have, and also the customers, the class of customers they are having throughout their journey. Being a lawyer, I am really glad that always, whenever SPAN choose a land or a property development, they always follow the procedures. They don't think about any cut shorts or any improper way of buying a property. They always look into each and every aspect of a property, and especially they always consider the purchaser should be able to get a banking facility from a bank to get their apartment. So always the legal requirements are properly checked, and SPAN, when satisfied, then only we go for the project. And apart from this particular COVID-19 pandemic situation, all other projects they have delivered in time, but unfortunately because of certain lockdown, there was a delay in giving the possession of this particular apartment until now, but that also within a very reasonable period of time they could be able to complete, and they are handing over. So already we have started processing with the rest of the legal process to get the deeds. So even if we try to say all the application, the moment they submit the application for COC, they started chasing us to complete the rest of the process. That's how they work. Even when they know that the COC is ready within a couple of days, and I will get the necessary documentations to prepare the condominium deed of declaration, and immediately at the other day we get the COC, we always submit the deed of declaration in order to register the individual condominium units. So definitely you all are in a safe investment. And apart from that, there was a prediction in Sri Lanka that during this COVID period or last year, there will be a collapse in the condominium market, which is actually not happened, which was not happened at all. Because of the reason, scarcity of land and also the scarcity of residential properties in Colombo. Of course, there are certain high-priced apartments, sales have been dropped, but the middle class and higher middle class, upper middle class requirements are still high, and SPAN could able to serve their customers to satisfy their requirements. I was told even the Pereira Lane is still in the foundation level, but still they could able to sell more than 60% of the apartments so far. That is the trust the people are having with them, and also we stand here as a legal lawyer still recommending the client because of the reason we are 100% sure they will complete the project in time and also deliver the deeds. That is the reason we are giving an open recommendation to SPAN, even though we are practicing lawyers. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity to address this gathering, and wish you all the best, Sanjeevan and the team, for their successful journey. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those valuable information. The working relationship with service providers can have a substantial impact on a project success. We believe that maintaining a solid partnership is vital to ensure the products and services are delivered efficiently and on schedule. That is one of the reasons why we make certain that our service providers are constantly recognized. I now would like to invite Mr. Senthit Kumaran again, our attorney at law and our company legal advisor and consultant, to step forward and present the certificates of appreciation to our service providers in recognition of their efforts. I appreciate if a representative could come up to collect the certificate when the names are called. Mr. K. Logeswaran. Mr. M. Chandrapala. Mr. S. Paramraj. Mr. S. Kumaranesan. Mr. G. Kushanandan. Mr. Kavinda Karunathilakan. Mr. Shanta Madhu Kotiwala. Mr. Roy Fernandez. Mr. M.S. Murugesu. Mr. Tiron De Silva. Mr. Lakmal Madhurasinghe. Mr. Kushe Namba Upul. Messrs. Dinuka Engineers. And finally, Mr. Priyanta Ekanayaka. Thank you, sir. The next item on today's program will undoubtedly have you tapping your toes to the beat. I invite you all to enjoy this lovely dance item we have lined up for you.
තුන්වෙනි වේදිකාවට දැන් පැමිණි ප්‍රිය මදුල්ල බලා පිටත්. අපේ නමත් වන්නේ
තරුගානට දුරවීදෙන අනන්තයට සංසාරේ පතාපු මගේ ආදරේ මදිමුණාද ඉංගනිරියේ රැලි හදාපු සවන් පතට තෝඩු දාපු ඔය දෙතොලට හාදු දීපු මගේ ආදරේ මදිමුණාද ඔබේ උකුලේ හිස තියාන සුර කැඩියේ හිත පුරා සංගහියේ tempuraku mage aadare mage unadu bilukule hisatiyana surataliye hita purana sandaliye tempuraku mage aadare mage unadu mage isalamaata kiyana mange urana mage aapu aadare nati unama man jeevat veeni mage isalamaata kiyana mange urana mage aapu aadare nati unama man jeevat veeni neda ඔබේ හිසතියාන සුර කැඩියේ හිත පුරාන සංගහියේ tempuraku
Thank you for that lovely performance. Next, we have on our agenda 2 speeches from a client of Span Tower 24 and a well-wisher. First, I would like to invite Mr. Omar Kamil to come up to share his thoughts on Span Group and of course about Span Tower 24. Sir.
Good evening. Mr. Sanjeevan, Chairman, Span Engineering, Mrs. Sanjeevan, Honorable S. Sripavan, former Chief Justice, distinguished guests, invitees, and friends. It is my pleasure and privilege to stand here today and say a few words on the opening of Span 24 by Span Engineering Company Limited. Today I consider it a special day in the calendar of Span Engineering for having completed a project that they undertook about 2 years ago and to deliver it almost on time in spite of pandemic, in spite of so many other restrictions and obstructions that has come our way. But still, thanks to the commitment, dedication, hard work, reliability of Mr. Sanjeevan and his professional and committed team, we see today the success of this opening. I have had the good fortune of being associated with Mr. Sanjeevan for a long period of time, maybe over a decade. And during this period, I saw progress, I saw reliability, I saw workmanship, and particularly delivery on promise, because I too have participated in number of projects that Span Engineering had commenced. Reliability, delivery on promise are today a benchmark to Span. Because when you look at the outside world and see the number of people who are unable to deliver on time due to various reasons, Span is out of the woods that way. They have always delivered on time. And that is why myself and my family have associated ourselves, not only as a client, but also as one of your investors in this project today. So we have today a very committed team in Span, because I had the good fortune of being in touch with them for the last 2.5 years, and they were able to give us or give me whatever answer that I needed on time and with professionalism. So let me take this opportunity this evening to express my good wishes to Mr. Sanjeevan, Mrs. Sanjeevan, Span Engineering Company Limited, their management team, their project team, and all the others for every success in all their future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And may I now invite Mr. S. Narendran to come up to share his experience and views.
Very good evening to all of you. Mr. Mr. Sanjeevan, the Chairman of Span Engineering Private Limited, Mrs. Sanjeevan, Director of Span Engineering Private Limited, the Honorable Chief Justice, Mr. Sribhavan, former Mayor of Colombo, Mr. Umar Kamil, and also the Chief Engineer, distinguished guests, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure and honor to be here with all of you today in this evening to see yet another milestone achievement of Span Tower 24. And it's indeed the great achievement by Span Engineering. The reason, as expressed by the former speaker, Mr. Umar Kamil, for two reasons. For my thinking, it's basically for two reasons. One is this particular land they were occupying previously, and their head office was here. So sentimentally, this building is always, always go with Mr. Sanjeevan's heart. So having this monumental, having this great piece of work, the magnificent building, the apartment complex built in this area is always great and nice to see. This is happened during this pandemic and during this crisis time, where everybody is talking about this pandemic, but still, in my opinion, this has given a lot of positive vibes to the economy. This has given a lot of positiveness to the investors, and also this has come in the right time for all of us to wake up and understand the new normal factor. So, on behalf of everyone here, I would like to congratulate and well done to the entire Span group, well led by Mr. Sanjeevan and the staff. And I'm sure this will not the opening that what we see here. They will continue to open many in the coming days. And from my point of view, the second thing is basically any investors who like to invest in property development, apartment complexes, they will see many things. Basically, they will detail down many things, but for me, it's basically the locality, the price, the quality, and if you go through little detail, they even check the designs and the price and etc. etc. But for me, it's more three important things. It's how they complete on their own, whether they could complete on their own, whether they will continue the projects until the delivery time, and also whether they will be in a position to obtain the COC and delivering the ownership to the client. These are the basic factors which we expect. I think all this is well fit into the Span Engineering. That is what they have been, their great story, their great success story being continuing. That is the reason that they have been doing pretty well. So I'm sure they will continue to dominate this market despite whatever the challenges they have. It has been prevailing in this country. But I'm sure more than that, they have a brilliant team. I can see from the day one how their staff, professionally handling the clients, and they are very courteous, friendly, and caring, and they are committed to serve their own clients. So this is what the reason that Span is doing great right at the moment. And also, as a banker's point of view, I would like to request Mr. Sanjeevan to see, there are still a lot of people living abroad would like to invest in Sri Lanka. They are all waiting to invest in these type of projects, the quality projects. So please tap those markets. I'm sure that you are doing that, but still, there are plenty of people waiting outside the Sri Lanka to invest in Sri Lanka. So please tap those markets and ensure they support this economy and support the country. And also, as a banker, we would like to see the foreign exchange also being routed through us. So once again, many congratulations on completing this project, Mr. Sanjeevan and the team. And I'm sure, as Mr. Umar Kamil correctly said, you will succeed and you will one day become one of the best developer in the country. It will happen soon, and I would like to see that. We have been going for all the opening. We can see the progress what you have made to the public and the investors, and basically your return on investment also very good for the people. So definitely they will continue to book apartments with you. And once again, on behalf of all of us, wish you all the very best, Mr. Sanjeevan and the team. And a great evening to all of you friends, and stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Narendran. Those words gave us more confidence. Building a positive customer experience is a deliberate process. And the finest feeling is to gain a satisfied customer. Thank you, Mr. Kamir and Mr. Narendran, for sharing your views on this special day. It means a lot to us. This lovely structure is the result of a lot of hard work, dedication, and teamwork. It's fascinating to see how a piece of bare land was transformed into such a lovely structure today. Let's now have a look at a short video that shows how the project progressed. leadership is more than just a title. It is the ability to transform a vision into reality by inspiring others to combine their efforts, talents, insights, enthusiasm, and inspirations to work as a team. As the chairman, with the support of his team, he was able to lead SPAN Group for 18 long years, achieving excellence through commitment. Since its establishment in 2003, December, the company has maintained its position at the top of Sri Lanka's luxury condominium construction sector, help redefining the skyline of Sri Lanka. Now, I would like to invite our group chairman, Mr. Sanjeevan, to address the gathering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is another momentous occasion for us at the SPAN Group, as we proudly unveil our 20th completed SPAN Tower projects here in Dharma Rama Road. As the chairman of the group, I am honored and delighted to offer this address. We celebrate our success as a team. The company has come 18 years long proudly, achieving many milestones in the business successfully. We had to face many obstacles and had to overcome them on the way here. I made my dream a reality with the immense support of my staff, who was behind me, strengthening, supporting all the ways. This dedication and the teamwork has made us a pioneer in the construction industry of luxury condominium, which has helped to redefine the skyline of the country. Today's ceremonial unveiling of this new SPAN Tower projects will certainly be highlighted in the history of SPAN Group. During the period, we had to encounter numerous challenges and delays while the whole world has battling a tough pandemic situation with the COVID-19. The project took much longer than instant as a result of those facts. And I would want to express my apology to our valued client for the difficulties caused, as well as my thanks for bearing with us through the difficult period by placing their total trust with us. I genuinely hope we have not let you down in these regards. I cannot let this event close without thanking everyone who assisted us as numerous ways to make this a success. Let me extend my sincere and special thanks to all the distinguished guests for joining today, celebrating this momentous event. We value your presence. Also, I express my appreciation to those who have come today representing Condominium Management Authority, Urban Development Authority, Colombo Municipal Council, Ceylon Electricity Board, Water Board, Police, and all other government institutions for their presence and cooperation extended us right through. Also, my special thanks to our structural engineer, legal advisors, auditors, bankers, and architects for their services. And my sincere thanks also go to our neighbors for the immense support and concern during the construction period of SPAN Tower 24, which helped us deliver the promise to your new neighbors. Your kindness and thoughtfulness will always be remarkable. I also wish to extend my appreciation to all the supporters, service providers, their cooperation, and everyone who have encouraged us, helped us in a different ways, who I am unable to thank individually. Also, a big thanks goes to Span Tower 24 project team for all of their hard work and dedication as a team. Their dedication and the passion for achieving a common goal succeeded. Overall, the difficulty we had with the COVID-19 pandemic, which I think is commendable. Without your cooperation and the hard work, this achievement would not have been possible. Finally, thanking the staff for organizing this beautiful event today and thanking you all of your presence once again. Wishing you a great evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjeevan, for your words of appreciation. Let me now welcome again our lovely dancing group to delight you all with another dance item.
Hands up.
That was indeed beautiful. Thank you. After viewing the site progress video, it's clear how much time, work went into making this project a success. And it's only appropriate to thank everyone who helped make it happen. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be standing here now rejoicing. I guess this is the perfect moment to express gratitude to the group of people that persevered in the face of adversity to achieve the ultimate aim. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a big round of applause to Kushan and Dasilan for their achievement. Mr. D.T. Rajasekaran, General Manager of State Engineering Corporation and our structural engineer, is now invited to present these special awards of appreciation to our Span Tower 24 project staff. I request you to please walk up to the stage to receive your award when I call out the names of the recipients. Mr. Rajasekaran. Mr. V. Dayasilan. And the pilot, Mr. S.V. Kushan Jinendra Kumaran, who led to this successful completion. Thank you, sir, for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we have reached the closure of today's program. And now, I'd like to request Ms. Jayani Gamage to offer the vote of thanks on behalf of the SPAN Group.
Good evening to you all. On this memorable day, at the formal opening of Span Tower 24 here, Dharmarama Road, it is my honor to offer a vote of thanks on behalf of Span Group's management. First and foremost, I'd like to express my gratitude to all distinguished guests, valued customers, and special invitees for gracing this special event to announce the official opening of Span Tower 24 here in Dharmarama Road, Colombo 6. Thank you for gracing this special occasion. It would be unfair to conclude this event without recognizing people who have helped us in various ways to make this event a success. To begin with, I would want to express my gratitude to our distinguished guests for accepting our invitation to be here today to share this momentous occasion of announcing the official opening of Span Tower 24 in Dharmarama Road, Colombo 6. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank those who are here today representing the Condominium Management Authority, the Urban Development Authority, Colombo Municipal Council, Ceylon Electricity Board, Water Board, and all other government institutions for their support throughout this long process. I'd also like to express my appreciation to our company secretaries, structural manager, structural engineer, and architect for their efforts and cooperation. My sincere appreciation also goes to our neighbors for the immense support extended during the construction period. Thank you for your generosity, kindness, and thoughtfulness, which will be remembered. I also want to extend my gratitude to our service providers and to everyone else who has supported and assisted us in many ways, but whom we are unable to thank individually. We appreciate your help and the cooperation in accomplishing this difficult task. Finally, I would want to express my sincere thanks to our chairman, Mr. Sanjeevan, director, and the entire SPAN group staff for assisting us in putting on this wonderful event today. Once again, sending a big thank you to each and every one of you. We are most grateful for your presence here today, and while inviting you to enjoy refreshments, I wish you all a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie. As we wrap up today's program, I would want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you again for being with us, sharing this special occasion, and invite you to enjoy the refreshments we have arranged for you. I wish you all a pleasant evening while reminding you to be safe. Good night.